Looks like a nice day. I wondered if you wanted to do something.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Just something. Anything, I don't know. Thought maybe you'd like to go somewhere.
Do we have to?
No, it's not compulsory. There's plenty of work wants doing at the office. Damn it, it's Sunday. I thought maybe we could all go for a run together. You, Mum and I.
And the roads will be crowded?
Yes, I expect they will. And let's face it, we could have an earthquake or stumble across an unexploded bomb. Forget it. You can never find a decent loo anyway.
Well, I've made arrangements to see Trish.
OK. Just sort of check. Some other time. Well, she's off out. Might as well go to the office.
You're not going to work today.
I thought I might. Something about a tatty empty office that fits me like a glove this morning.
Yeah, well, you need some leisure. And some pleasure.
That's harder than work.
Not the way you work.
It's just the office for a few hours. Got a lot of paperwork to catch up on.
Yeah, well, you should take some time off.
Just a couple of hours. It won't be long.
You have no life. It's all bed and work.
What else is there?
That's a terrible question for a young woman to ask.
I don't feel so young.
Well, you still are. There'll come a day when you realise you've wasted it.
And what are you going to do today?
Well, if you're not going to be around and Wendy's off somewhere, I'll probably go out and have a meal with Frank.
You should.
You don't mind, then? About Frank, I mean.
It's none of my business.
Oh, yes, it is.
You're old enough to know what you're doing.
Now, that's not what I asked you. I asked you if you minded about Frank.
Well, it just takes a bit of getting used to, that's all.
Yeah, I know. For me, too.
I wish he wasn't quite so religious.
Well, he's not hurting anybody.
I know. But I'd feel easier if he was just after your body.
Celia.
What kind of a noise is that for a car? He's supposed to be all fire and fury.
Well, that's not going to do it any good.
Well, it does me good.
And how did you spend Sunday, Wendy?
Shut up and push.
Not very dignified for a Sunday morning.
All right. So I'm a failure. You must admit I do it spectacularly. Whee!
What's wrong?
You are. Sundays are. How can you stand being alone with a stranger?
You want me to go?
I think that'd be a good idea.
What have I done?
All that was necessary.
Wouldn't mind if I knew what I'd done.
Nothing personal, just that sometimes everything tastes like shit, don't you think?
We were all right last night.
All things are different before the event. Have you never noticed that? Things are great in anticipation. Life's sweet until you get there. It's the only thing that keeps us going.
I thought you fancied me.
Did. Will again. Despite the fact that I'm getting so I can't stand women, I've never found one yet with a decent aftertaste.
What does that mean? Shall you call me?
Very probably. That's another thing we do. Keep repeating the same dumb mistakes.
It's only me. Carmichael? If you're in there, relax. It's only me.
Hi. What are you doing here today?
Well, the paperwork is no respecter of Sundays. Are you expecting snow in there?
No, I'm going walking. Told you. I like walking.
So go. Let's face it, you're going to be no help with the paperwork.
Yeah. Better be going. Another minute we would have been gone.
We?
This is Jill.
Hi. I see. And Jill likes walking too.
Very much.
Jill gives me a lift.
I bet she does.
To the hills. We're going to drive up to the hills.
It's lovely up there.
Told you. I like walking.
Yeah, you said that.
You should get yourself some relaxation instead of grinding about in here. Well, better be on our way.
Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome to come.
Have a nice day.
Just toast. That's all you wanted, right?
Fine. Do you drive the girl home?
Yeah.
Where's she live?
Over Bristow way. I didn't see the house. Wanted me to drop it at the end of the street. Looked like she'd been crying.
Why not? The old foxy world tries to make you sad. Have you never noticed that?
Hello, yes? It's your wife.
Hi. What am I doing? Reading the Sunday papers. Oh, you noticed. So I didn't come home. Well, by the time we've wound up the disco, what's the point? Why the hell should I come clumping home, waking everybody up at that time? Well, it's easier to sleep at the flat. Oh, yes, right, I'll be there. For traditional family Sunday dinner. Who'd want to miss a treat like that? Eric? See you later.
Did I forget something?
A napkin. Am I supposed to wipe my fingers on the bloody sheets?
Coming up.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's the only idea. I think I've got to talk to her, don't you?
Well, perhaps I should first.
Oh, mother and daughter, that's not a problem. I mean, you can talk any time. No, I think there's one or two things she ought to hear from me.
Do you want me to come up?
Oh, certainly. Well, no, better idea. Give me 5 minutes and then come up.
Remember, it's going to take her time.
I know. The Lord will guide our paths.
Oh, Frank. I think he's got more to worry about.
Working on a Sunday.
The Lord is self-employed. I think he'd understand.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Exodus chapter 20. Your mother's downstairs. She'll be up in a minute. But I thought we should have a little chat first. Just the two of us.
Really? Why?
I like your mother.
So do I.
I think she likes me. And I'd like you to like me. If Jesus likes me, I don't see why you can't.
Obviously, he knows you better.
Celia, I'd like you to start regarding me as someone you can turn to.
I find this rather embarrassing, Mr. Barris.
I don't see why. I've known your mother a long time.
It's nothing personal. I expect I've just got used to things as they are.
Well, she worries about you, and I can see what she means. You're stuck here working on a Sunday. You have no private life, she says, and I suspect you've lost the habit of sharing your troubles with the Lord.
You're rushing things, Mr. Barris.
Well, I like to get things sorted out.
Some things take time.
Celia, I need to know whether I've got a friend or an enemy.
You've got neither. What you've got is a suspicious neutral.
It feels like an enemy.
Well, it's the best you're going to get at this stage. If you're waiting for somebody to throw their arms around your neck and call you Daddy, it's not going to happen, Mr. Barris.
She said you were bitter.
Is that how you spend your time? Talking about me?
No, it isn't. And there's no need to be so rude.
And there's no need for me to be asked to pass judgment on you two at all.
Celia, to pass judgment.
Oh, yes, they have, Mr. Barris.
Judgment is reserved for the Lord.
Is it? Well, you were very quick to disapprove of me working on a Sunday.
That'll do, Celia.
We all owe respect to the Lord.
I'll go along with that. As long as we're all quite clear that his name's not Frank Barris.
I think we'd better go, Frank. Will you be home for lunch?
No, Mother. I'll get something out.
I'll take you out to lunch.
Make sure he buys you some wine.
Wine?
Have a bit of a giggle. Put a bit of sparkle in your relationship.
Mr. Barris is teetotal.
There's nothing wrong with water.
There is, according to the EC.
Let's go, Frank. Celia's got work to do.
I just wanted her to like me.
What's she like to work for?
Who?
You know her, the woman you work for.
Oh, terrible. Slave driver. I think one of her relations must have been in charge of HMS Bounty. Thing is, you can't complain. She works twice as hard herself.
She looks a bit fierce.
And she's not a bit fierce. She goes the whole way. She's terrifying.
She wasn't very pleased to see me.
I'm surprised, that's all.
I don't think so.
Well, what else would it be?
I've got an older sister, you know. When we were kids, she used to look at me like that when she found me playing with her toys.
Now, what it was, if anything, is privacy, security, a stranger near the office. There's a lot of details in there about people that need to be kept confidential. She just gets a wee bit wary if she sees a new face. That's all.
If you say so.
She's working this morning. Real grafter, that woman.
I'm working this morning.
Just drive, Eric.
Or we could go for a drive somewhere.
No, not right now, Frank. Thank you.
Well, you mustn't let her upset you.
She's not upset me.
She speaks her mind. I'll give her that.
She's right about time. Things do take time.
Oh, let me take you to the coast. We can have a nice run out.
Not today, Frank. There's several things I need to do.
Housework on a Sunday.
Well, things do get dirty, even on a Sunday.
I suppose I'm old-fashioned. Well, I'll call you tomorrow.
Right.
Lily, you don't look very well. I mean, do you want me to run you to a chemist or something? Have you got a headache?
No, I just need to be quiet. I'll be all right.
All right. You enjoyed chapel, did you?
It was very nice.
Oh, they're nice people. Well, I'll call you.
Right.
And don't let her upset you.
Bye, Frank.
You stand up to her.
Hello? Where are you? Wife of my delight.
Where I always bloody am, stuck here, miles from anywhere.
Well, you're the one who wanted to gentrify this tract of countryside?
I didn't expect to be stuck here 7 days a week.
Oh, what's for lunch?
I don't know what she's doing. Ask her.
You take a really intelligent interest in the running of your house, don't you?
I'm fed up of the house. Why don't we go somewhere?
Can't spend your life on holiday.
What's the point of having money? If you don't know how to spend it, I do.
I'll give you this much, Lisa. You're not just superficially useless, it goes deep down.
I could teach you how to spend it. You want to be grateful I don't divorce you and claim half.
Don't ever try it.
I can, you know, legally.
I realise thinking is not what you do well. But let me ask you to think about this. What do you imagine I would do if suddenly I was faced with some dimwits threatening to take half my assets? Think about this carefully, Lisa. The wrong conclusion could get you seriously in trouble.
Don't threaten me.
You want to go on holiday?
Yeah?
You want to go somewhere where you can lie in the sun, improve your tan?
Yeah.
Has it ever occurred to you that that's not really an adequate ambition for a human being?
What's that name?
Bankside.
Right. And we are here.
You can read a map like nobody I know, except for the names. How come you can read everything on a map but the names?
Dunno.
You know the name of every bird we see, English and Latin.
Yeah. I like to know their names.
You love the countryside. What are you doing in that awful job?
Yeah, I've had worse.
Than debt collecting?
Yeah. Tell you something I've learnt from her. Celia, from watching her. There's no job without dignity, as long as it's done right.
Dignity in debt collecting?
Yep. Depends on the way it's done.
You like her?
Admire her.
Are you listening to me?
Have some wine?
I've had some wine. I drink steadily during the day, although I don't suppose you've noticed. Why should you notice? You're never here to notice. You're spending nights with some slag.
Just because that's how we met.
That's right, we did, didn't we? I was your slag then. You couldn't get enough of me. Do you realise how long it is since you've touched me?
You wear a perpetual snarl. Am I supposed to find it horny?
What if I took a boyfriend?
Just be discreet. And just don't embarrass me with a hairdresser or something.
You bastard.
Eric?
Where are you going?
Anywhere springs to mind.
You could get a better job.
You need O-levels to be a bum these days.
I could help you with that side of things.
Yeah? End up despising me?
Actually, I suspect we'd end up in bed.
Well, once a teacher, always a teacher. You'd finish up awarding me marks for my performance.
Suppose they were good marks.
Come on. I'd feel as if I was taking an exam.
Thought we were stopping for lunch.
Change of plans.
I was really looking forward to lunch.
We'll find some lunch.
Yeah, but not like your cook does it. She's brilliant, your cook.
Just drive, Eric. No, wait a minute. Stop. Pull up here.
Don't you ever go home?
My God, it's my day for the barristers. Your father called this morning.
My old man, what did he want?
My blessing, apparently.
Regarding your mother?
Yeah,
Well, they go back a long way.
apparently.
Long as they're happy.
Do you think he is? I'd say religious rather than happy.
It makes you wonder where he gets it from.
That's true.
Well, he was always a bit that way. But since Mum died, even more so. Maybe your mother's company will loosen him up a bit. Listen, what we're doing talking here. Let's go somewhere more comfortable and talk.
Why should we talk anywhere?
Come on, we're practically related by marriage.
Unlikely.
Not necessarily. Come on, I'll buy you lunch.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on, I'm just on my way to get some. We won't be alone, if that's what's worrying you. There'll be Eric.
Oh, that's nice, Eric.
Come on. We should really be talking about your mother and my father.
What, in front of Eric?
We'll find him a separate table.
Nice stretch of country.
I hope that doesn't mean you're going to buy it. Don't you have a home to go to? Doesn't Mrs. Barras rate a Sunday lunch?
Bought her a mansion. Hired her a cook. You think I should also take her out to lunch?
She's a brilliant cook. The cook, I mean, not Mrs. Barras.
Just drive, Eric.
Number 42.
There you go.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it?
Thanks ever so much for the meal.
My pleasure. Better get going soon. We've got another 7 miles.
Hello, Mr. Barras. Would you like to take that table?
Wasn't that your boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend.
Oh, it's just as well, since he's sitting with a girlfriend. Likes him like that, does he?
Like what?
With big boots.
There you go. Mr. Barras.
You should have telephoned, Mr. Barras. We could have had everything prepared for you.
Just do your best.
What will you drink?
Bottle of Moet.
Oh, certainly.
What's the occasion?
There's no occasion. I like champagne. Thought you might.
Do you have a pint, love?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my table.
Excuse me.
Why shouldn't she be all right?
She's with some funny people.
I'm not surprised. It goes with the business, doesn't it?
No, I mean very funny people.
Well, she didn't appear to be struggling.
want to see if she's all right.
You're not her keeper.
She looks after me.
Well, I'm surprised she's your type.
What do you mean my type? It's not a matter of type.
Isn't it?
This is crazy. I just don't like the people she's with.
Well, that's funny. She doesn't like who you're with either.
I'm going to see if she's all right. I won't be long. There's not going to be any trouble.
Thank you.
Relax, Eric. There's people having their Sunday lunch.
Sit down, Eric. And what can we do for you?
You all right?
I'm fine.
Why shouldn't she be all right?
You sure you're all right?
We're just having some lunch. We've got things to talk about. I'm fine.
We're both fine. Bet you're a bitch to work for. So how'd you get loyalty like that?
He associates you with trouble.
Is that right? And still he turns up on his day off to stick his nose in on your behalf? See what I mean? Loyalty. Or something.
Stop grinning like an ape and let's order.
Hello? It's only me. There's no one in.
Might as well come in then.
I don't know when they'll be back.
Worries you, does it?
No.
You lying little bitch. I don't see her car. She must have come in his car.
So?
Well, I thought they'd met by accident. Why would she come in his car?
I should have thought it was perfectly obvious. They came for a meal.
I don't get this.
Look, are we going for a walk? Are we going to discuss your employer all day?
No, I've gone for a walk.
Right.
Come on, Eric's driving.
You take him to bed with you as well?
Would you?
Do you think there's something wrong with a lifestyle that requires an Eric by your elbow at all times?
Don't knock it. Eric represents the forces of order.
For you?
Mm-hmm. And for anyone under my protection. You could be under it, you know. We don't always have to be in competition. Especially if we're going to be related by marriage.
We are not going to be related by marriage.
Well, they've known each other all their lives.
You know, your father's just like you in his own way. He's too pushy.
No. No, he is not like me. He's only pushy so far. I'm pushy all the way.
Regardless of who gets hurt.
Well, they always have a choice. Everybody has a choice.
To do it your way.
I know you know most of the British birds, but I don't, so I thought I'd bring along a book.
Yeah, I know the common names. Don't like that label. Common. Makes them sound as if they don't matter. Demeans them. In fact, they're the special ones. Ones that give you all the pleasure. What is that word?
Don't try so hard. Why do you always have to try so hard?
It's something I learnt in the streets. It works.
I see how you wallpaper sticking to the walls. We have ours peeling off.
Oh, God! Get off, it's my gran!
You have bugger all privacy, have you noticed?
Get off! 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 Get off!
Are you telling me that you've never felt the world outside your door is hostile? Does our hometown feel as cosy as it did when we were kids? Doesn't it sometimes these days feel like enemy territory?
Yes, it does.
Yes, maybe you think the Liberals are going to mend it for you. Do you trust them to look out for you? Or have you got faith that the authorities these days have the balls to defend you? Do you think they're looking out for the old and the weak?
And you are?
Oh, I am if they're mine.
What's all this leading up to?
People need to stick together. People with the same interests, that is.
Is that what we are?
Listen, there is absolutely no reason for us to be on opposite sides.
I can think of several.
All of which would disappear if you sold out to me and I kept you on as manager.
I'd hate working for any man as self-satisfied as you.
No, you wouldn't. Not if I made you manager of my end of the business, too.
I don't do things your way.
Then do it your way. Just keep the money coming in.
What about the loan sharking?
Who is going to lend these no-hopers money except me? I'm all they've got. Or somebody like me. So it might as well be me.
You'd have to clean up that side as well.
Try me.
I'm sorry, Gran, I'm sorry! Gran! She's not coming round.
Well, no problem then, have you? She can't tell tales now, can she?
I want her to come round.
Yeah, well, I better be going before she does.
She's going to stay and help me go to hospital.
Well, she comes round and sees me. She's going to have another one, isn't she?
You've got to help me!
Just a feint, she'll come round.
She needs help!
Listen! I'm not staying here so that she can throw another fit.
Not her! At least stay with me till the ambulance comes.
I'm not getting involved. You call an ambulance, before you know it, you got the noddies swarming all over. She'll come round.
You don't like my father?
Not really, no.
Well, I can't say I do all that much. Well, I mean, as a companion for a relaxed evening, thank you. But he is my father. You look out for family. Anyway, my father, your mother, and soon make you family.
I don't think so.
Like I said, I look out for family.
You sound like the Godfather. Anyway, I can look after myself. And my family.
Not doing too well with the daughter, I hear.
You hear what?
Relax. Hey, take the daggers from your eyes. No, all I hear is that she's a bit of a handful.
Aren't they all at that age? I was. Weren't you?
Lower your hackles, put your claws back in. You see? How you defend your own, that's what I've been talking about. Your daughter may not be good, but you'd knife anyone who says so.
You've got the bloody address. Please. Please come quick. Come on, Gran, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. The ambulance is coming. I'm ringing Mum now.
Stay with me.
Let me see if I can get you a job.
I've got a job.
I mean a decent job.
Tell me, teacher, what's a decent job? Isn't a job a job? Doesn't the decency come from the way you do it? Don't you think there's some pricks doing social work, Well, maybe somewhere there's a bailiff with a heart of gold.
It's not very likely.
Well, I know one with a sense of humour at least.
Why won't you really leave the job? Is it her?
Her?
Your employer?
What are you talking about, woman?
I'm talking about physical attraction.
Oh, come on. I respect her, that's all.
Is it? Well, if you respect her so much, what's she doing with someone like Andy Barris?
I don't know. That's what worries me. Look, I'm going back. She says she can handle things, but that is what she always says.
Oh, thank God, Trish. My gran's really ill. The ambulance is coming. I'm all alone. I need a bit of company. Can you come?
Hello?
I'm upstairs, come in!
You little bitch, I'm going to poke your eyes out!
Crystal!
I'll give you bloody crystal! God, what's happened to your grandma?
Do something, go and see if the ambulance is coming.
Oh, God, I can't hear anything.
I'm cold.
Get me a duvet!
Is she going to die?
No! She's not going to bloody die. Who told you about me and Nutter?
The usual, a friend. I'm going to poke your eyes out.
Whatever he was, I thought he was strong, but he isn't. He wouldn't even stay and help me. He's a complete prat, Crystal.
What happened to your grandma?
She got us in bed together.
You were Nutter?
Yes. She just keeled over.
That's why I won't stop and help you.
He wouldn't even ring for an ambulance.
So how did you manage?
I didn't know what to do. And then he left me. He said he'd best not be here if she came round.
God, you're right. He is a complete prat.
It's okay, Gran. It's gonna be all right. The ambulance is coming.
You hang on here a minute.
Where do you think they're going?
Just stand aside, Eric.
Look, they don't want to be disturbed.
Says who?
Says me.
You make decisions, Eric. You start making decisions, you're going to get your brain confused.
Look, on your bike.
Eric, you're in no condition for a brawl. You're full of Sunday lunch. You get terrible stomach cramps.
Try me.
Oh, for crying out loud, will you stop it, you children?
Look, he's had it coming for a long time, love. Just wait here, it won't be 2 minutes. I'll bring back in what's left of him.
After you, Eric.
Carmichael, you're not actually going to fight this idiot.
Look, you just wait here, have a soft drink, remember you're driving, and, won't be long.
What's the matter?
Carmichael and your bulldog, they're fighting.
What about?
That's ridiculous.
They've got nothing to fight about.
Well, they don't appear to know that.
Carmichael's not like that.
I told you, Eric. You shouldn't be brawling in a full stomach.
It won't be bleeding full in a minute, will it?
pull through, she's dead. And if she does pull through and tells your mum, you're dead.
I don't care. I want her to pull through.
I'm gonna murder you.
For it now. I feel better now.
You don't look better, Rick. You look a mess.
We'll see who looks best in a minute, eh?
Go on, give it some work. Come on. Come on.
I don't believe this!
You've got to stop them. People are getting hurt.
Better go see.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I tell you, Carmichael's not like that.
Well, it seems he's forgotten.
My boy. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
What the hell is going on?
They were going to trash the Jag. I couldn't get there any sooner.
Did you have to hurt them? They were only boys. What have you been doing?
Oh, they're giving him a booting, so I had to lend a hand.
Come here.
Yes. Is it split?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
You live.
That was my old man on the phone. Your daughter rang him.
What's wrong?
It's your mother.
What's happened?
She collapsed. She's in hospital.
Get me there fast.
Come on.
It's all right. I found your mother. How's Lily?
How long were you alone with her?
Seemed like forever.
It must have. Well, the doctor says you did all the right things.
I didn't know what to do.
You did good.
Listen, Mum. Didn't do that good. I wish I'd done better.
What about me? I had a push in a car this morning.
Miss Forrest, you can go in and see her now. Just for a few minutes.
She awake?
Yes, still a little drowsy. I'll be back in a few minutes.
She was alone with you for ages. She looked after you really well. Doctor told me. What brought it on? What happened? What were you doing? Things happen. There doesn't have to be a reason.